Welcome to the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast, a member of the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. We're streaming live via Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Bring you the latest in fishing tips, gear reviews with our friend from Payne Outdoors, Chris Payne, as well as some local and regional tournament news. We'll bring you on some special guests to talk kayak fishing. Now, let's join John Rapp, your host. Hey guys, welcome to the Rusty Hook Kayak Fishing Podcast. I'm streaming live from the Brownstone Room. That's what we've now been labeled as here at the Tractor Bar and Grill. The new conference room that they have here is now called the Brownstone. So make sure you take a check it out when you get the opportunity. They have a Facebook page just for this room, so people have the ability to rent this space out for reunions, weddings, etc. So, hey, if you're online, I see you at 4 or 5. It looks like 6 people watching. Hit that like button, share button, follow button, and shout out to me. Johnny Cart, thank you, buddy. I see we have some scrolling text working today. Big John, I see you are signed up for the WVKA tournament. Jason Plumley, welcome to the show. You got some good things going on down at Southern West Virginia. And we got one of your winners on tonight. Great show for tonight, guys. I've got Blaine Winters coming on, and he is one of the hottest anglers in West Virginia. The dude is blazing hot right now. So I'm asking Blaine to come on and tell us his mindset, tell us what he's been doing, his prep, everything that's going on. Appreciate you guys. Hey Mikey, Jason, Johnny, appreciate you guys. Yeah, hey, Jonathan, it was pouring the rain down here today. So I don't know what they got down toward the Virginia side of the new in the Greenbrier, but I can tell you between 3 o'clock and 5 p.m. when I cruised to the house here on my way home from work, pouring the rain down. I told Beth, and I had some flash flood watches come through. Let's see, what'd you say there? Somebody had a post there. Anyway, keep the chat coming. I'm going to bring Blaine on. I'm going to dial him up here, and you guys ask questions about what he's doing to be so strong here in the state. I'd like to see that young man get out and do some regional stuff. We all know he's been a really strong stick, but sometimes his partner Mark Edwards overshadows him just a bit because of where he finishes. But Blaine definitely holds his own. Yeah, Jason, and that's exactly where I was going to take my camper to, down at the State Line Campground. I'm probably going to go anyway. Tim Isaacs, welcome to the show. So, don't forget, once we chat with my man Blaine, Chris Payne will be online. He's back in the Mad Kitchen. We're going to talk plastics and summertime fishing techniques and just all-around conversation with Chris. He's a wealth of knowledge. So, let me jump over here on my Facebook Messenger. That's what I've been using lately. And I am going to dial you up, Blaine. Let's see if everything works right. I may have to change a setting or two. Ringing. Here we go. Hey! Okay, can you hear me okay, Blaine? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. I can speak to me, brother. I'm not getting any audio, so let me see what we got here. See if it's on my end or your end. Hey, Greg. All right, speak to me there, Blaine. Test 1, 2, 3. Test, test. How about now?
Hey, John.
Hey, all right.
Can you hear me now?
We are loud and clear, Big Daddy. We are loud, we're live, and we're raw.
How about now? Hey, John. Hey, all right. Can you hear me now?
Okay, you're going to have to turn your cell phone down because we're getting feedback.
How about now? Hey, John. Hey, all right.
All right, so guys.
You have to turn your cell phone down.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it.
All right, do we have any audio?
We are good to go, my friend. So, guys, all you 8, 9 folks out there watching, Blaine, what happened to you, buddy? He hung up. Let's try him again. He might not have been hearing me. Hey, buddy, can you hear me okay?
Hey, buddy.
Can you hear me? All right, let's see. Microphone. Let's go with J Labs. Hey, buddy, can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you now, brother.
Okay. Just wanted to check. I've got a bunch of different settings here, and so go ahead and turn your phone sideways for me if you can, so we can fill up his screen. I want everybody to see you, and we've got good audio now.
Yeah, I was trying on my Facebook portal there, and it wasn't working very good.
It was probably me, Blaine, because I probably had the wrong setting here.
That's all right. We'll do it this way.
Yeah, buddy. So let's see.
There we go.
Let's see if we can get you full screen here. It doesn't want to come up full screen. It's got you sideways.
Well,
hey. Well,
what's that?
That's fine. All right, buddy.
I can go back to that.
No. You know what? That may improve your looks just a teeny bit, but.
Oh, come on now.
But no, brother, I want you to go back the way you were. Go back the long ways, and I'll work on the video while you do some chatting here. So,
all right.
Blaine, man, you are the hottest. Yeah, Jason, thank you, buddy. Jason agreed with me. You sound good, but you ugly. You got a face for radio, and that's what.
I can't do nothing about that.
That's what a good podcast is all about. So hey, brother. I mean, you definitely are the hottest ticket in West Virginia over the last 45 days, last 60 days. You've been winning, and you know I did a little Facebook stalking because I know you've been fishing with the WV Club for the last 4+ years, and I don't think you have very many finishes out of the top 10 in 4 years. If you haven't finished, the ones that I did see was 9th place, 7th place, and then a bunch of top 5s. You and Mark Edwards as a team have always been in the top 2 or 3 in just about every tournament we do. So this is your opportunity to sort of move out of his shadow, because of what you've been doing. You've been absolutely smashing it. And when I asked you last night to come on the show, I wanted to know your mindset, you know, what you've been doing, maybe what you've been doing differently, or if you had been doing anything differently, or maybe it's just you've been in the right spot at the right time, throwing the right bait. So give us some feedback, man. Tell us what you've been doing.
Well, I mean, a lot of it is just being in the right spot at the right time with the right bait and fishing clean.
Yeah.
Of course, Mark does cast a huge shadow. He's carried us through a lot of those team wins.
That man's a beast.
But, he is, definitely. And I mean, fishing with guys like Mark and Sammy Pugh, and you know, having fishing partners like that doesn't hurt. But I mean, really, when I won Angler of the Year in Mountain State, I did it with spinning rods. I never even threw a bait caster.
Yeah.
So the last few years, I've kind of forced myself to fish different ways and fish conditions, and go about it with something more than just a Ned rig. And now I've just been fishing with a ton of confidence and just fishing the conditions and confident in fishing the baits I need to be fishing for the conditions.
Well, tell us a little bit about that, because just prior to you coming on to the show, I was chatting with the guys that were watching here, and man, we've been getting some huge rain up here. And the New River is since this morning has came up a foot. So
yeah,
with those conditions being prevalent for the next several days going into this weekend, what do you think your mindset would be coming into this upcoming tournament?
Oh man, I'd be feeling really good about it. I mean, Mark and I, when when I won New River with Southern 2 weeks ago, when we launched, it was I don't know, 4 or 5 foot of visibility, and I caught my first fish on my second cast with the whopper plopper on top water.
Beautiful.
And 9 o'clock, it was already getting dirty, and conditions changed, so I was catching them on a crankbait and doing really well. And then it got even muddier. It came a downpour, and we were both hiding, taking shelter, and the river raised a foot. I mean, the river raised a good foot, and it was rolling straight mud. And believe it or not, the fishing got better. So, I mean,
so with these, were you throwing your bait caster when you were throwing your crankbaits, or were you still?
Yeah, I never threw a Ned the whole day on that. It was I left the spinning rods. I never threw them. After it started rolling mud, we had to drag our kayaks. We couldn't even get back to where we put in at, and we actually drug up the bank. And I was looking for eddies or something that would hold all the fish, and I found a little island, and I started smashing them on a jackhammer. And Mark was catching them on I think a big spinner bait maybe or something like that. And I mean, it was good. I tried to leave. Mark would have won. I wanted to leave so we didn't get caught, because we had to get back to upload fish. And he wanted to fish another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, so I went back up to where I was and caught another big one on jackhammer and won it.
Outstanding. Well, so what was the final spread between you and Mark there? I haven't looked at the score.
I think maybe half inch.
Half inch?
Yeah, I mean, I think I had 83 and he had 82 and a half maybe or something like that. I mean, it just kept getting better. I mean, the fish don't get out of the water when it gets muddy.
No, that's a good point. And they still going to be hungry. They going to eat. You just got to find them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, it puts them right where you know they're going to be.
Right.
I mean, instead of being spread out amongst the whole river, they're all congregated in little spots where they're trying to get out of it too.
Right. They're going to stay somewhere where it don't use up as much energy.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, man. So, okay. So I know from looking at your profile and stuff, you're sponsored by a few companies and you're on some teams. Tell us a little bit about who you work with and who you play with.
Well, I mean, I work with Venom Lures. Venom Lures has been great to me. They got some great products, and I'll tell you what, they're about the most affordable out there. New Canoe, of course, they've been great to me ever since I joined Team New Canoe. I mean, my fishing's went up a bunch. I fished with Motor Guide XI3, and I tell you what, people who don't want to put a trolling motor in the river are crazy. I'll get in that current and I spot lock up, and I probably make 10 casts to everybody else's 2 or 3.
Right.
I mean, that right there just puts the odds in my favor immensely.
Well, I run around with a bunch of guys that are New Canoe guys with Brian Schiller and some of them boys. We did a road trip.
They could tell you about it.
Yeah, we did a road trip. They were all of us had the NK 180s running on the back, pushing real hard when we were down in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good option too, but I like to stand. So I'm standing. I actually have a casting deck on the front of my Unlimited, and I'll stand up on that casting deck and I'll put heading lock down a bank, and man, I'll probably make at least 5 casts to somebody who's sitting down steering's one. I mean,
that's interesting.
I can just
fill me in on that. Okay, now did you build a deck on there, or is it something that you bought that you can actually stand up on? It's elevated off off the regular deck, or do you have a? You said
I built it myself. It sits on the Fusion seat base.
Okay.
And I bolted it on that, so it's removable. Actually, it's kind of like my little command center. I have my when I fish the lakes, I put it on there, and it'll have my fish finder mounted on it. It actually has. I have the double header Yak Attack on there that holds my catch board. It has my lighting on it for my navigation lighting on it.
Well, hey, when you get time after the show, if you would be so kind, throw a few pictures in the comments here for people to see. They would probably love to look at your ideas there. I've been talking to Paul Payne out of Florida, who actually built the unit, the power unit that goes to the XI3.
Okay.
Fletch Griffin and guys from Westbrook Supply used for their new canoe build during the new canoe battle there at ICAST. And Paul was the one who built that. And I've been talking to him and trying to get him to, I got the Big Fish 103. And my goal going into next year, because after seeing what Buddy Vance did in May up at Lake Erie, I want to get the XI3 for the Big Fish. And
yes.
So I'm looking at building a little platform that goes on the front, so we can put that XI3 on the front. And Paul has a device that it's plug and play. It's really,
yeah. I actually have a walkthrough of my rig on my YouTube channel. I'll post a link on it in the comments.
Even beautiful. Maybe we can get you a view or two there. So yeah, man.
Absolutely.
So future endeavors, brother. You've got 3 victories here under the belt. You're looking at Angler of the Year, real solid. Is that Mountain State or Southern West Virginia?
Both. I'm leading both right now.
Okay, where are you at with WVKA? Are you in the top 10?
Man, I skunked the first two. First two was Stonewall early,
yeah,
and Summersville always gets me, and I blanked them both. So I've been kind of I'm gonna hopefully I'll help them judge some fish this weekend for theirs, and I'm gonna take a couple weeks off and just get ready for the. My next one will be MSK Championship.
So that's the mindset thing that I was just referring to earlier. So you're going to actually take some time off. Are you going to like reset yourself? Are you going to do some work on your gear?
Well, I'm gonna be working on my gear. I got some stuff to do around the house, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. We won't go there because we all probably don't want our
wives. Yeah, I've been neglecting my duties at home.
From April up, right?
Yeah, but no, I want to. I'm gonna fish a little bit and try to get some bonus points for Southern for their online this weekend. And basically, I'm focusing on MSK and Southern because I'm leading both, and I want to protect my lead. And,
well, I saw Travis's post that he posted on Facebook where he's like, "Dag nabbit,
that dude's hard to beat. I'm telling you what."
Yeah, he's like, "I finished third. I thought I was gonna make some ground, but the guy that I'm chasing finished first." So yeah.
But he said that, but he got the drop. I think I don't know what he finished. He got to drop a 55-inch finish.
Ooh.
And replace it with a third place. I mean, he made it really tight going in the championship. I think we're within maybe 10 points.
Ooh, that's good. That'll be interesting. That'll give us something to watch. So we got
he's a hammer. So I'm not going to take him lightly.
No, him and his brother are one of the guys that helped me start the show, and they gave us some giveaways back at this time last year for Ned rigs. I get my Ned rigs from them guys. They make some good stuff.
Harold. I guess Harold got a new job or something. He hadn't been able to join us much this year.
No, I miss that guy too.
Travis has definitely picked up the slack.
Yeah, he's definitely outshining his big brother. That's for sure. So.
Yeah.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming on the show. I know you're busy. I really appreciate you giving us some of your insight. Final comments or any other words of wisdom that you can share with the 11 viewers we got right now?
Nah, man, just I don't know, just keep grinding. Don't a lot of my fish have come, with an hour left in the tournament, even 20 minutes left in the tournament. I mean, I've just been fishing the conditions and been fishing clean and fishing from lines in to lines out.
Yeah, I guess we can. They can thank Mark Edwards for your last victory, like you said earlier.
Yeah, he even made me go back out after I was done.
All right, man. Hey, thank you for coming on. And make sure when you get a chance, go into the comments and share your YouTube video for everybody to watch.
Yeah, I'll do it, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you, brother. God bless you and your family.
You too, brother.
All right, that was my boy Blaine. Blaine, as he was telling you there, he is killing it with a couple of tournaments to go with the Mountain State Kayak Anglers in Southern West Virginia. So let's take a quick break, and then we come back. I'll see some of the questions that we had posted, see if we can answer a few, and then we're going to dial up Chris and get Chris Payne on. Yak Gadget, proudly supplying you with American-made products and gear. Check out yakgadget.com. Ace Resort, West Virginia's #1 destination for whitewater, hiking, ziplining, and more. Check out acewrap.com. Westbrook Supply Co, Georgia's #1 go-to kayak fishing supply store. Gear, accessories, and custom rigging. Look them up, westbrooksupplyco.com. Payne Outdoors is a custom plastic maker, design consultant, product reviewer, and outdoor writer. Check out more at payneoutdoors.com. Feelfree Kayaks. Paddle, pedal, or power, there's something for everyone. Check out feelfreeus.com. All right, guys, we're back. Just want to remind you to like, share, and follow. And remember, we are now part of the Paddle and Fin podcast network. And make sure you go check out all of the different shows that we offer over at the Paddle and Fin podcast page. Here in the near future, once we work out a few bugs, this show will start broadcasting over there as well on Tuesday nights, and we'll do a double feed here. Normally, like right now, we're live, raw, and unfiltered via Twitch, YouTube, and the Rusty Hook page. So appreciate you 5 viewers that are on here watching. Let's see what kind of questions we got here. Clint Kistner, thanks, buddy. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you guys jumping on with us. Scott Birchfield, Cody Ball, Brad McClung, Elvis Lee. Appreciate you. Terry Ryan, Heath Mullins. You guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you watching. Angela Edwards, thank you. So let's go over here, jump on the Facebook Messenger, and let's dial up Chris Payne, get him in on the show. Chris is going to be in the Mad Kitchen, and let's see what he's cooking up, what other words of wisdom he can provide us tonight. All right, Chris. Hey, guys, make sure when you get the opportunity, make sure you go to our audio channels and check those out. So while we get Chris all lined up here, this show, when it's not being broadcasted live here, after I'm done, I'll jump off here and I will upload the audio version of this to our Anchor FM platform. You can find it on Anchor and on the Apple Podcast platforms. So, as you can hear in the background, the Mad Kitchen is hard at work. Let's bring on my boy Chris. All right, Chris Payne, Payne Outdoors Zone. What's going on, brother? John? Hey, buddy, how are you today?
Man, I'm on the struggle bus today. I've been working on this color that I'm trying to get just right for Rick on a special swim bait, and like his order is at this point pretty late. But I haven't found a good way to make this bait like he wants it yet. And Rick's not super picky, but I am.
Yeah.
And I want him to get something that's, fantastical, and I'm just I'm fighting fighting to get this mold to do exactly what I want it to do. I'm shooting it hotter. I'm shooting it colder. I've gone through about 20 different color iterations and burned through 2 gallons of plastic trying to get this thing right. And it is fighting me. But that's kind of what you do. I mean, in the midst of all that, our store sold out. So, I mean, that's
outstanding. Hey guys, make sure when you go
good.
check Chris's page out at PayneOutdoors.com. And, Chris, this time last year, provided us from the Rusty Hook family here I guess the better way to put it is more like a discount code that you can add to your purchase, your order. Basically, he's giving you free shipping depending on how much you get, but it's a 15% off coupon. So make sure you go look at that up, and that way we can keep his store sold out. So.
Well, I'm an idiot. So
what was the plastic baking 101 error that we just made? You mixed.
See that blue? That blue doesn't belong in that clear.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes the greatest things are made by mistake. You gonna mix that baby up?
Well, this ain't one of them. This ain't one of them. This is because there's no way to replicate it. Like, it'll be fine
for a one pour
for this batch of baits, but there's no way I could ever replicate it now. So I guess we'll just. This is this is why it's a mad kitchen.
Yeah.
Is because you're gonna get mad if you do this long enough. You're gonna screw up some stuff. I mean, I didn't burn the plastic, but like it's a different beast now. Completely different.
Outstanding. Hey, Jason, thanks for watching, brother. So we got Chris here in the kitchen. He's doing a little mixing and matching.
He's about to break some stuff. This is what he's about to do.
So, guys, when you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, Chris is in his garage where he does all of the plastic building and making for his Payne Outdoors store. And when you're looking at the screen, he's got on his wall on the right side, he's got all his flakes, his colors, his scents. He's got just underneath the bottom of the view, he's got all his different molds, and his microwave's right just out of view, and we can hear that plastic cooking. But yeah, he's got a great little shop. So if you get the opportunity, you need to check it out. Ooh.
That's a mess. That's an absolute mess.
Hey, you know what? You can send those away. Send them my way, and we'll give those away as the Chris Payne blunder episode.
Yeah, like this is This is about what I was going for, but it didn't swirl.
So what are you looking at there? Is it like a sky blue? And then this one's a more evanescent clear.
Translucent.
Translucent, yeah. And that one's that's like a mean blue there, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna let that cool. We'll see how this little twist and shout worked before I screwed up everything. It's probably exactly what I want, and now I can't replicate it. But
so guys,
God dang, man.
Now, one thing out here that you might be not familiar with, if you're looking to order plastics, Chris does, as you have heard him talk about the last 5 minutes, he does custom orders, and he just doesn't throw something together and send it to you thinking that's what you want. He practices and works to find what you're happy with before he'll mail it out. So. That looks pretty good, buddy, for a mess up.
Yeah.
It's got some fine lines in it.
Yeah, they're just not consistent.
What kind of flake do you have in there with there? Is it black?
It's got it's blue actually.
Blue, okay.
It's blue flake. It may be a little easier to see in
yeah, oh yeah, you can see some blue and yeah.
And then in the clear portion of it, which is a little harder to see, we have to kind of turn it like this. It's got holographic flake in it.
Nice.
But now it's going to have a little bit of everything in it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this up. I know I'm not doing this real time with Rick right now, but I'm going to change this up because it's not, other than burning my hand.
Don't do that. Slow down. Hey, Barry Davis,
yeah.
Jason West, Storm Carver, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all liking and watching and following along with us here in the Mag Kitchen.
You are watching America's Stupidest Bait Maker videos. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run with some of this. I'm going to take this blue. I'm going to darken it up. I'm going to get it a little bit closer to our moody blue, so I'm going to add some darker colors to it.
Show it to us real quick here.
Get it.
Show it to us where you're at right now, if you don't care.
So right now I'm kind of at that color, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna darken that up. I'm gonna put some navies and some June bugs in it, and then I'm gonna keep that translucent. The translucent with the blue in it is gonna go a little bit more blue. But I don't know. We'll see. Is that fan pretty loud?
No, man, I don't hear you at all. You sound good.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's 108 degrees here today, and so.
Buddy, you don't want to know. You don't want to know what it is here.
Oh yeah, I know. It's
70,
stupid Texas.
74 degrees, cloudy and rain. It feels like a late September day.
Yeah. So I don't know. Texas's thermostat broke this year. Normally, it's not like this. Last year we had 3 days where I live over 100 degrees, and they got over pretty quick, and it was good, and we had nice temperate weather in the winter, and it was pretty good setup. This year, it feels like we're living in the devil's butt crack, and it is just, ugh. I'm earning it this year. I'm sweating off everything I drink and eat.
I hear you, man.
But so what we're gonna do, I don't know how much time we have, but
we still got 20 minutes.
I'm remelting that plastic, and so I'm gonna do a color mix live. I'm gonna show you how I manipulate a color, and we're gonna do that live so that you guys can kind of see that, and we'll see how it does. All right.
So while he's working on that, guys, after the show, if you're interested, Chris does a lot of stuff on his TikTok, and in the description there may be a link to his TikTok page to where you can go check that out if you're a TikToker. So.
Yep, go check that out. Payne Outdoors on TikTok. That's pretty easy to find. We're Payne Outdoors everywhere except Twitter, and Twitter is just basically reposts of our Facebook and Instagram stuff. So I'm not really a huge Twitter user. I just find it a little toxic.
Yeah, I actually had to delete mine back a year and a half ago, and I reactivated about 2 years ago. I'd had it for about 10 years, and then it was my go vent political area. Yeah. So I deleted it and I reactivated it, and now it's only fishing content. So.
Yeah. It's much easier to take a color. So we're taking this kind of sky blue color, and we're going to darken it up to make it a little more realistic, a little less jewel tone, because it's not blending well with the translucent stuff. Like, you can't really tell that it's there. And so I'm also going to add some white to that translucent to make it pop a little more. The translucent is it doesn't need a whole lot. Like, you can still keep some clarity in it, but we got to do something different.
I hear you.
Because this is this is not it. All right, let me check and see how we're doing. Yeah, that's melty. Yep, that's melty too. Okay, good. So I'm gonna stir the translucent. Yeah, yeah, that definitely turned it kind of a different color. And put a little bit of white in there. And so what we're gonna do is
do a little mixing. And so from this view, it almost has like a greenish,
little bit of aqua.
Yeah. It's a very light.
Yeah, and when it shoots, it'll be a little more clear than that.
Okay.
If I want it to go white, I'm gonna have to basically white it out, and the flake won't show up. So, God. Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna add some June bug to this jewel tone blue.
Yeah, boy, you can tell that's hot.
Yeah,
Steam.
it's 370 degrees right now. And then, nope, that is not the one. Look at that, babe. This is the problem with being colorblind, is I have to rely on labels and know what I'm doing. All right, hit it with a little bit of plum, which will add some red back in there. All right. You don't want to add black to it, or it'll just absolutely just crush it. Like, it'll be done. And so,
Oh yeah,
we're gonna get that a little more.
it's almost the color of your apron.
Yeah. It's got more red in it than you can probably see on camera. All right, what the heck? I mean, it's a live show, and I'm gonna have to redo these anyway to meet the specs that my customer has asked for. So we're just gonna shoot this and see what it looks like. I mean,
Sounds
who knows?
good. Yeah. I mean,
That's the advantage of watching the show, is you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're not hiding anything. It's all here. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, well, you get to see that too and laugh along with me.
Well, yeah, it's one of the good things about your shows that you've done in the past. You said you did like a 2-hour show one time, where all you from start to finish until you got it right. So.
Yeah. You know, when you don't have a recipe for stuff, it takes a little bit longer because you're trying to dial it in. So we'll get this shot. We'll see how well that went.
Jose Centeno, my fellow 40th cadet class, my brother from Florida. How are you doing? Thanks for watching. Stormy Berry, if you guys have anything that you guys would like to see made in the future, let us know. And if you're looking for something special, we would love to know what you're looking for.
Ooh, that has got a grape juice. That is like a grape juice color.
What is it? What is it? Mood ring? Is that the mood ring color on Z-Man?
Maybe. But it's definitely cool. We'll see how it turns out with that teal green. I can show you something while that's cooling off. That's pretty. Here's a whole stack of those baits that we made.
Hey, were there some frogs in there?
No, we've got mini flukes.
Oh, okay.
And then we've got the full size flukes.
Those look nice.
Yeah, they always come out great. Like, that's just a great colorway. And they've got some special touches to them that you can't really tell on the video, but if you get them in person, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I'll drop you a PayPal after the show, Big Daddy.
Well, I got to get some more plastic in before we do that. If guys want to line up and ask about customs and stuff like that, I'm happy to do that, but I'm gonna have to get some more supplies in. That's the advantage / disadvantage of doing it the way that I do it. I don't want to sell stuff that I can't fulfill fairly quickly.
Well, now the plastics, the stuff that you've already burnt that didn't work out to your specifications, do you reuse that plastic?
No, not for sale. No.
Okay.
All the bait orders that you get are fresh plastic and never been burned. So here, let me do this. I'll give you a sneak peek into
maybe I need
what we're dealing with.
I'll send you $50 for that trash bin of old ones that you're not going to use.
Yeah.
Throw them in a bag and send them to me.
Let me see how I can flip my camera here. Oh, not that. Okay, let's do this. Here we go.
Oh wow.
So, like, this is a large bin.
Yeah, I saw that. My goodness.
that is full of stuff. So yeah, I basically saved this for my own personal inventory that I re-scrap. For me.
Yeah.
Let me flip this back. But I'm not selling customers reburned plastic. It's all new. It's all fresh. Because I don't want recycled stuff unless I know I'm buying recycled stuff. I think there's maybe some places that do that, but I don't. That is not my jam. All right, I'm gonna open this up. Whatever. Right. Hot, cold, or indifferent. This will be the show ender, and either I'm gonna be fairly pleased with it, or well, I'm gonna be,
or I'll have to mute you.
right. Yeah, we don't want to have the FCC chasing after us.
No worries, man.
So. Oh, that's interesting. So
I saw your eyebrows lift up like you were pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. So one of these made kind of like I wanted it to. So let me show you guys what I'm dealing with. Because of this mold, it is daggum near impossible to get the same swirl out of that.
Yeah.
So that is all shooting out of the same sprue. And you see you get a real dark one, you get a real light one, and then you get two in the middle that are kind of whatever. And then you lift them up, and so you're dealing with significantly different looking stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna have to call Rick and be like, dude, I don't know what you want me to do with this.
Well, I know what he'll say. I mean, I can pretty much.
I know what he'll say, but it's not what he wanted, right? And so that's the part I struggle with. So I will probably send him these baits and send him a refund, and I may have to take this bait body like completely off the market for laminates. Like, it shoots great with one color, but when you start trying to blend color, like this body style, I'm gonna have to buy a different mold because it will not shoot a laminate the way that the mold is set up. It needs a multiple sprue setup, kind of like this, right? So this is the Turbo Ned, and I can shoot a laminate in each one of these and get which side I want on which side with this style. But this is a single style, only one hole, and so you have to twist it and try to get it to do a thing. But the plastic is coming out so fast that it's filling those holes farthest away from it quicker than you can spin it. So I've got one other method I can do. And yeah, we don't have time today. Maybe I'll save it for next week on a plate order. I'll just mix up some stuff. Okay. But there is one other method that I can use where I can take a single shot here, and I can pour a little bit of one color, a little bit of one color, a little bit of one color, a little bit of one color. I'm going to have to do it like that with the way this mold is set up. So maybe I'll do that.
Hey, I still think what I'm going to do, my intent is to send you $25, and you can take some of those Payne's disposal flukes that you don't like, and you can throw them in a bag to me and send them to me, because when they're in a river, you just never know what they want. And if you have 100 different colors in a group, I'll take what eBay will call them is a lot of lots. So I know your stuff's high quality, so I don't want to see it go to waste. And I'd like to have extra stuff on hand to throw. So look for that to come down the pipe. So,
All right. Yeah,
All right.
we'll shoot some wacky packs for you.
Wacky Pack, I like it. The Payne Wackies. Sounds good, brother. Hey, I appreciate you jumping on with us and showing us what you're working on, and nothing but
Yep.
nothing but the best for you. Hope you get some rain and some wind and
Yeah,
some
me too.
some relief. Well, I'd like for you to send some of that heat our way. We would like to have a little bit of a summer here.
No, you don't want this.
Just a little bit of it. Little.
Yeah, I'll shave off 15 degrees and send it to you.
That'd be perfect. So, all right, guys. Thanks, Chris.
All right.
See you soon.
See you.
All right, so that was our boy Chris Payne at Payne Outdoors, showing us a little bit of how he does things in the Mad Kitchen. I think we had a great show tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seeing some of the new names and people popping in to watch the show. Appreciate you. It's all we do here is we just talk about kayak fishing. It's raw, live, and unfiltered. So while I got a second here, I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it. I want to show you a few of the scenes that I've been working on. It may shut me off, it might not, but I'm going to give it a try. But that's what we're working on right now. I am working. Yep, I changed it up. Dagnabbit, let's try it again. If you saw that, I've got a new black background that I'm working on, and the way it's going to work is that I'm going to use this one for. It's got links and stuff to the other network of shows that we're involved with now. So it's called Black. Let me get it loaded up here and I'll show it to you. Okay, so that's the opening scene, and that'll be the two people scene. I'm working with the guys from Paddle and Fin to get everything updated. Actually working on up here by the Rusty Hook part is my banner ad. It'll have the different locations that you can go to and watch other shows, who the show hosts are, and things like that. And then over here to the bottom right, as you can see with my little video graphic, I've got guys, the people that are my sponsors, my friends, the people that support my show and me as a person, that are always smacking me on the rear end and telling me, keep charging, keep going after it. That's what this was for. So, but that's what I'm working on. Let's see if I can find my main. Okay, oops. But that's what I'm working on. So you'll have the main one, and then there's two peeps, and then over to the right, when the chat will pop up over there, and it'll pop up on this one here too. I just got to work on that for the chat boxes. But anyway, that's what I'm working on, guys, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching the show. This is going to be my main show background, and I may redo this one. I've always liked my gunmetal and silver background. I've always liked that look. That's what I like to go with. But I want to incorporate something to share the other shows that I'm involved with in the network. The guys from Paddle and Fin, they're top notch, and I want this audience to be introduced to those shows. So anyway, thank you for watching Blaine, Chris, and myself as we talked all things kayak fishing tonight. Stay dry. Be careful with the flash flooding, guys, here in West Virginia, and stay safe. Make sure you go check out the Anchor FM John Rapp for the podcast audio version when you're driving down the road.